This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Travis, and my drug of choice is cocaine. I use nothing smaller than a half ounce a day, and anywhere from $800 to $1,500 a day.
He's fallen hard. He used to be respected in the community, and now people are shocked when they see him.
He's worn down, worn out. He has sores all over his body. It's not him at all. Crack cocaine is a death sentence. You know, it steals everything from you. Travis was a sweet kid. Really good-looking little boy. He had blonde hair, and very gung-ho in anything that he did.
Everywhere we brought him, everybody stopped and said, "What an adorable baby."
When we first got married, Emily had no idea I was into drugs. She thought I smoked pot, but I had become an IV user. Speed, or meth as they call it today, cocaine.
I remember one time we went for a quart of milk and ended up in Montreal.
Things got very difficult. So I came to a point where I couldn't continue on like that anymore. I told her that I had this addiction. And shortly after that, I went into rehab. I had no choice. I was going to lose everything.
After rehab, my dad was a great dad. My dad was hilarious growing up. My dad was a really good guy.
Travis's sister, Talia, was born 8 years after Travis. He was attached to her right away.
We argued, clashed, just like any other normal sister and brother. But yeah, me and my sister were pretty tight.
Travis, he was in grade 12, and he started a lawn care business. Him and another kid that he grew up with.
I bought him a truck. So that's what they start with, one truck.
We had a grass cutting contract that paid us $450 once a week. It was really good for us back then. But one day in the field, he left me there. I was left holding the bag.
His friend dropped out, and he started running it by himself.
He ballooned from there, from doing residential grass cutting to doing it commercially and needing a crew of people.
I made $75,000 in 5 months. I was like, wow, I can work 5 months and take off for the rest of my life.
He'd call me from Goa in India, or he'd call me from Perth in Australia.
Emily and Talia and myself, we met him in Cairo, and we did the trip down the Nile.
And Travis trying to sell me for 4 camels.
So the camels were offended.
It was a great time. We were there for about 2 weeks, and he went on.
It was a magical time in my life. It was a very good memory for me.
When Travis got back from his world trip, I think he had a hard time adjusting.
I spent most of my money and just kind of glided along. And I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, we partied, smoked a little pot, and then there was acid there was available. Yeah, then coke came out of the scene.
I was doing the laundry one time, and I found a bag of coke. It was a considerable amount. I said, I don't want to see this stuff around my house again.
I was 27, I started kicking it up a lot harder, mostly doing cocaine, and it was just excessive. Now I was going off the deep end.
It was at Thanksgiving at his grandparents' house, and everybody jumped on him. And his sister, Talia, she was the one that convinced him more than anybody to go to rehab.
He came out with a different Travis. The fire was back. He was gonna hustle up, and he was gonna make money again.
Work was a cross addiction, so when I chose not to do drugs, I worked extra hard.
Our first meeting, I was on a date with an acquaintance of his, and we stopped by Travis's house.
And I remember telling her, what are you doing dating a guy like that? You shouldn't date a guy like that. You should be dating a guy like me, and that was that.
Travis had such a strong personality. It was magical when he was in the room. I was quiet and shy. He brought me out of my shell. Our favorite place to go is Roatan in Honduras. We loved it so much. We got married in Roatan. We wanted our families to see it, and we planned on retiring there.
We grew quite a bit. We employed a lot of people at one point, and we were making a lot of money back then.
They were the power couple. They had it all. Cars, houses, dream vacations.
He was in a good place. It was going well. At least on the outside, it looked like it was going well.
She was pregnant with her second child when she found out about the cancer.
Her mom high was just, it was a great thing to see. And she was like, you can take my lymph nodes, take this, take that, but you're not taking this kid. And when the baby was born, she also had a double mastectomy the same day. I couldn't believe how good she looked and how much of a sport she was about the whole situation.
You know, a bigger company comes bigger overhead, comes bigger payments, comes more insurance. And I think we grew a little fast. It became a little overwhelming, and our lives became work.
I had a sense he was using cocaine to stay up working for 20 hours every day because he was a workaholic.
I didn't know what I should say or what I should do. I felt pretty helpless.
In the hospital, his sister said to him, please, please, to get control for the kids.
We promised her that he would treat them like his own children, other than just a niece and a nephew.
When she passed, I was the guy in the room.
Travis went crazy when she passed away. We were traumatized. Couldn't believe that this had happened.
After the funeral, his way of coping was through the drug use and the cocaine. It affected his marriage, and his business.
I had to rely on our employees a lot more. He wasn't showing up to jobs. People would see him passed out, sleeping on the side of the road. We separated. He's turning his sister's house, which once was a happy place for her and her family, into now this kind of drug den.
Travis and I both own that house. He collects rent on one apartment, but all the bills, utilities, I pay, and property tax.
I'm gonna be 48 this year, and the umbilical cord is still there. Every couple of days, if I don't see my mom, she's bringing over food. If it's a tray of pasta, it's meatballs, it's this, it's that.
She thinks I should be doing more. I think she does too much for him. I wouldn't enable him that way. If you're fed and you got a warm house, why do I have to get straight?
But get rid of that garbage. It's making me ill. Look at the ceiling. Couldn't even put a piece of plastic up. My daughter, Talia, lived in a clean house. He's disrespecting his sister by the condition of that home. Oh, my God. And now there's another addict with all her junk all over the floor. It's disgusting.
He was chasing someone he thought I was with. We weren't living together at the time, but he just turned into rage.
When he wouldn't fight me, I started destroying his truck. I ripped his glove compartment off, and I pretended I was gonna hit him with it.
That charge was assault with a weapon.
I'll tell you, the most you had in your life was when this crackhead was in your life.
The old Travis. He was great to me. He was kind. He took care of me. We had it so good. And I never expected in, a short year that we would be in this spot.
Quit wandering around this house. It's not for you to go wander around. You took everything, you hid everything.
I was by myself for...
You got 3 dump trucks, I don't know what's going on with them. Did whatever the you want. You hid every thing I've worked for my whole entire life.
Oh, stop, Travis.
Stop!
Everything I worked for is gone. It's just driving me to more of a depression and more of a lonelier spot.
How did you get so low to be with all those losers in that house?
You have a loser for a son and you have a loser for a husband.
Yeah, Emily just took another shot at you.
No, I didn't take another shot at her. I'm being honest here. Why don't you go yourself in your of your
You know why? Your
that
mother's
you got to go through.
No, listen,
no, because I'm being honest with my mother here, and I don't need you to intervene.
And you're the one that feeds him. You're the one that brings him toilet paper and everything else. And this is how he treats us.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm being rotten to my dad. It makes me feel guilty, and I feel bad for that. Would I trade my dad for anybody else? Not in a million. Not a million.
I've got a surety on my house on him, eh? We'd never mentioned this.
What does that mean?
That means that he has to follow my rules, or I can call the police.
Oh, that's from the assault.
Yeah.
For this, they could pick him up because he's supposed to be in our house from 12 midnight till 6 a.m.
Whatever hours I set.
That's a big lever.
You're the hammer here. You're the one that can do it. And you're gonna have to do it. I mean, if you want to save your kid.
If he should say no to us tomorrow, do you think you can call the police? Hi, Travis.
Nope. See ya.
Hi, Travis.
Forget it.
Travis, my name's
Bye.
Maureen.
Bye. You lost.
Travis?
Ciao.
Travis?
Bye-bye.
Travis, listen to me, okay? Travis, I want to help, Travis. I want to help get you out of the lifestyle you're in.
Trav!
Come on, talk to Shanda.
Trav!
Come on.
Travis! Just listen to me for 5
Hey, you got 4 minutes to turn those cameras the other direction. I'm coming.
Okay, Trav.
You think not?
Just come in and listen.
You're a liar.
Travis,
Travis.
please. Just come in and listen. He's more worried about everybody lying than... Anyway.
Dispatch, Krista.
Hi, can I speak to a police officer, please?
Okay, ma'am, what are you looking to report?
Is this a surety?
Like, did you revoke your surety on somebody? Is that why
Yes,
they're
I'm revoking it.
breaching his conditions?
That's right.
Okay, well, we're going to have somebody come out to see you. That officer's going to get the information from you, and then they're going to go from there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Did you make the call?
I made the call.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so
I made
proud
the
of
call.
you.
Hi, you must be Travis.
Yes, you must be Stephanie.
I am, yes. Welcome to Sunshine Coast Health Center.
Nice to meet you.